January has a way of making things feel quieter. The holidays are over, the house settles down, and for many older adults, this is when they finally notice the things they push through. Maybe getting out of the bed is harder than usual. The bathroom doesn't feel as safe as it used to. You needed help with things you used to do on your own. It's not failure, it's information. And today I want to help you use January as a reset, not to do more, but to make life easier. Hey, I'm Dr. Brandy Archie, occupational therapist and founder of AskSAMIE, and I work with older adults and families every day who want to stay in their home safely and independently. And January is one of the most important times of the year because we pause and we reflect and we make small changes that protect our independence all year long. This video is a practical New Year guide for older adults, focused on prevention, accommodation, and some realistic next steps. Now, the holidays can be busy, loud, full of movement, extra people in the house, different routines, more walking, standing, bending, and late nights. And during that time, you might quietly adapt. You sit instead of stand. You avoid certain rooms. You hold on to furniture. Maybe you skip activities that feel tiring or unsafe. But once January comes and things slow down, those adaptations become a little bit more noticeable. And that's not because something suddenly went wrong. It's because your body was working a ton harder than it used to just to keep up. January gives you clarity, and clarity is a gift. As an occupational therapist, there are a few areas I always look at first when someone wants to live safely at home as they get older. Not because they're dramatic, but because they affect daily life the most. And it starts in the bathroom, because it's the number one place where people fall. You got wet surfaces, low toilets, small spaces, and if showering feels rushed or exhausting or scary, your body is telling you it needs support. So adding things like a shower chair, grab bars, or a toilet riser, it's not giving up independence, it's protecting it. And when you do it while it's a nice to have instead of a need to have, you get to plan for getting something beautiful, functional, and effective without the stress of being rushed. Getting in and out of the bed also should not take all your energy. But if you're pulling on the furniture or rocking to use your momentum, or you feel dizzy when you sit up, these are all safety concerns. Simple changes like a bed rail, a bed step, or clearing pathways can completely change how safe mornings and nights feel. Dressing is another area where independence often slips away quietly. So you might skip your favorite clothes because the buttons are hard, or avoid socks because the bending is hard, feeling frustrated before the day even starts. Well, try a dressing aid because they exist to protect your joints and preserve your confidence, not to label you. Now, if you're holding on to walls or furniture to get from one place to the next, that's your body compensating. Mobility supports, better lighting, and clutter-free walkways all make moving through your home feel steady instead of stressful. Now, one of the biggest misconceptions about making your home your forever home is that it requires big renovations or drastic changes. It really doesn't. Small changes done early can prevent big problems later. When your bathroom feels safe, you stop rushing, less fall risk. When your bedroom is set up well, your mornings are calmer and you have less stress. When dressing is easier, your confidence comes back. And when movement feels steady, your world opens up again. These changes don't just prevent falls, they reduce daily stress. And less stress means more energy for the things you actually want to do. Now, if you're wondering where you should start with all this, this is where our New Year support guides come in. They're designed to help you take this reflection and turn it into a simple plan. Not everything all at once, not a long to-do list, just a clear starting point. Our guides help you identify which areas of your home need attention, understand what tools might help, make changes that fit your life budget and needs, and you can move at your own pace and then revisit them as things change. Now, I really want to say this clearly so you hear me. Needing support does not mean you are losing independence. And independence does not mean everything has to be done alone. It means having the right environment and tools so that you can keep doing what matters to you. Would you expect a kindergartner to feel confident and do well in school if they were inside a high school? They got lockers to manage, classes to switch, big backpacks to carry. That environment doesn't match their skill set, and that's not their fault. But put them in a space with a small group of kids, their age, with the right size desks, and that simple environment change makes a difference for their capacity and their ultimate success. The same is true for us. Matching our environment to our current abilities helps us excel. So use January to help figure that out and create an environment that works for you. Now, if you're ready to start the year with clarity instead of pressure, I encourage you to download our free OT-approved New Year guides. They're for support, and they're practical, and they're respectful, and they're designed to help you age safely and confidently in your own home. So visit the link in the description to download the guides and start your New Year reset. because small changes now can protect your independence all year long.